I was just reading something in the document that mentioned him again representing someone. It's Lizzo, maybe?
Lizzo. Yeah, it's Lizzo.
Listen to this. Marty Singer. He keeps coming up.
Wait, who's Marty Singer?
It's Marty Singer.
Who's that?
He's a lawyer that represents the biggest scumbags in the world. They all flock to him. What's his clientele again?
There was the long list of it's like every like canceled celebrity over the last 20 years. But it should be pointed out. I saw other people point out his client list is a lot more expansive than that, and it's a lot of people that aren't controversial. He's a really good lawyer. So of course, like big celebrities that are in a lot of trouble go to him.
I don't know. You look guilty when you hire this guy, in my opinion. Yeah, it's about Lizzo though. Actually, Lizzo. We followed this story. She was sued by former dancers.
Yeah.
So Lizzo's lawyer, Marty Singer, it's just odd. I've talked about this guy like 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, big lawyer.
Like he represented, was it Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, it was the
70s show guy who was R-wording people.
Yeah.
Brian Singer, the grossest dude alive. Read the list. It's unbelievable.
I'm pulling it up right now.
It's unbelievable.
See. Charlie Sheen, John Travolta, Brett Ratner. See, this list is like everything. So also like Zoe Deschanel, Ricky Martin, Kim Kardashian, Tristan Thomas,
Bill Cosby.
Right, I'm looking for like the canceled list.
Bill Cosby,
Bill
Jonah
Cosby.
Hill,
Chris Brown.
How good can he be?
I mean, probably pretty fucking good. Let's be real. Like
Bill Cosby's still in jail, not that good. No, he's not in jail. He's not in jail. He's out of jail.
He is out of jail.
Yeah. On technicality.
Holy shit.
On a technicality, which
That was-
sounds like
that was
something
his
that a
doing.
really good lawyer would be able to pull off.
Actually, you're right. Shit. You know, someday I'm going to have to hire him. Wouldn't that be the ultimate irony?
Let's hope not.
I'll be like, yo,
Hopefully we don't need him.
we got to go with Brian. Or,
Marty.
he'll be like, I remember you, you fucking piece of shit. I need you, Marty. Nobody can get me out of this. Lizzo's lawyer, Marty Singer, shared photos with people of the former dancers allegedly happily cavorting backstage with performers from Crazy Horse's topless cabaret show after they claimed Lizzo pressured them into attending the performance while on tour in the lawsuit. That doesn't seem like really convincing evidence, does it?
That is such a stupid point.
Yeah.
We have a picture of everybody smiling, so it wasn't.
It's just one picture.
wrong.
These
Wait,
images.
is it a picture or a video?
It's a picture.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to pull
That's
from
dumb.
that? Yeah.
Here's it describes these images showing the 3 plaintiffs gleefully reveling backstage after the topless show were taken after their February 2023 visit. Singer wrote in a statement referencing another club where they claimed to have been pressured. That's insanely dumb. See, they're smiling. I have a picture of them smiling from that day. That doesn't seem like good lawyering.
I mean, it may be dumb, but it only needs to be convincing to the jury, right?
If that's the best they've got, it's not good.
Sure.
Sorry, guys. I'm hungry. In the plaintiff's lawsuit, their legal team claimed that Lizzo invited the dancers to attend the show, but failed to mention they're performing nude at a cabaret.
Is cabaret always nude?
I think so.
I don't know enough.
Cabarets are, I think they're...
I don't think that's not
Cabarets are
what I
racy
thought,
by definition.
racy, but not
that's not
necessarily
nude.
fully nude.
But why are they acting like such prudes? I mean, what the fuck? It's a little... It seems a little silly.
There's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of reasons someone wouldn't want to go on that.
Let's see,
Like
cabaret.
religious, maybe.
No, not
Dude,
the
They dance
musical.
for Lizzo. They're in Hollywood. They're.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I don't. Maybe you're uncomfortable.
I don't think it was.
Leave.
Wasn't the cabaret show in France or somewhere in
Holland,
Europe?
the Netherlands.
It was like some prestigious like cabaret thing from what
It wasn't
I
some
recall.
seedy fucking strip joint. It was like
But I think-
professional dancers.
But didn't they They did go to a strip joint. Separate.
Well, that's a separate story.
The separate one, and that was the one where things were getting shot out of coochies and stuff. And,
I'm describing what they included. This anecdote.
right. I got you.
She took us to a prestigious cabaret in the Netherlands, and their tits were out. And we're suing you. Come on. That's silly. Am I wrong? That seems silly.
I think you're wrong.
They're adults. I mean, what the fuck?
You're taking it in isolation.
It's just boobs.
The accusations are, that's one
I'm
component
talking
of
about
a broader
this one.
thing.
I'm talking about this one.
Yeah, but the case is like the whole thing, so.
Right. But that one seems, I'm sorry, it just seems silly. Like, dude,
No, I feel you.
what are you, 12? I mean, what the fuck? I'm sorry. Just leave. That,
Well, that was the whole thing.
I
was
think
they felt,
including
they felt
that-
pressured to leave or to attend.
I feel that including that anecdote makes the other accusations look less credible, in my opinion. Because it's so stupid. I'm sorry. Somebody has to say it. It's just so dumb. You know what I mean? It is. The other shit is crazier, right? But it just makes it look like potentially a bad faith lawsuit. I don't know what
But
happened.
would you go to with a work trip to a place where?
Dude, she's a
I'm just
fucking,
curious.
they're a professional dancers. They're a rock star. They tour. They do all kinds of crazy shit. You know, I mean, I'm sure crazy shit goes down on the tour. You know, and then you're in Netherlands. In Europe, toplessness is like fairly normalized. It's not even really super sexual there like it is in America.
Yeah.
So like if you walk into a reputable place that's like known for being really professional cabarets and you see some titties, I'm sorry, but that's not, I don't think it's reasonable to assume that that is going to induce some kind of trauma. It's just
No.
like, come on, who are we kidding?
Is this the same place where she was supposedly making them eat bananas out of the
No.
dancers?
That was what I was trying to say. There was separate, like, strip club part.
That stuff was crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Ethan, is like the lawsuit isn't just about this. If it
Maybe
was
you
just
can
about
figure
this, I
everything
would
together.
probably agree with you. But when it seems like the lawsuit, they're including that because it's part of a pattern
Yeah.
of making
Not
the
this isolated thing on its own.
right.
It's portraying like a bigger picture.
It's
Exactly.
I understand.
If
that.
it was just the cabaret thing, I think I would have 100%
understand.
agree with you.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I feel it's just silly to include it. I don't know. It's just silly. Like we're gonna come on, man.
Fair enough.
You're gonna act like you're traumatized because you saw a professional cabaret and their boobs were out. These are grown ass women. They're grown
But
ass women.
they're not acting like that. They're just establishing a pattern. They're not
Yeah.
necessarily saying
Right.
that this is traumatizing. They're saying that, yo, look, she did this, she did this, she did this. She's done this for all her employees. I feel like
In Paris, the dancers alleged Lizzo invited them to a club so they would be able to learn something or be inspired by them. Professional dancers at a reputable cabaret. And then, no, it turned out to be a nude cabaret. Oh, their boobs were out.
Their
Like,
boob
more
coming
so
out.
that she would make the assumption, I guess, that
Everybody would
like
be
if
cool
we
with
were
that.
all going
With her
out,
boob coming
Ethan,
out?
I'm not
as a
Lizzo.
company,
We're not professional dancers.
doesn't matter.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
finish your
Speak for
analogy.
yourself.
We're going to see another podcast.
Go
I
ahead.
don't know, and they're all gonna be performing nude. It would be a conversation before we go. Like, hey, is everybody okay with this? Are you guys
Sure,
cool?
that'd be proper to do.
So
but
it's describing the full, the full picture. That that's all. I don't think they're saying they're traumatized from it.
Okay. Not going to argue with you guys about it.
I mean, you wouldn't have done that.
Of course I wouldn't have done it. This is a silly hill to die on, I guess. I'm sorry. They're just, it's baby. They're being babies.
The chat earlier was pretty divided. There was quite a few people that were saying they agree with you, so I don't know. I think you have a point, but only when talking about the incident in isolation.
That's all I'm doing.
I think it's fair to include it as part of a
I don't think they,
bigger pattern.
like in the lawsuit, they named a few. It wasn't like a laundry list. I think it was like the cabaret, and the strip club, and that was it. And then there was other stuff like fat shaming and harassing, which is bad, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're trying to show a history of sexual harassment, and one of the examples is this, it's not very convincing. The other example is horrible, right? I wouldn't even include this. The other one is bad enough.
That's okay. But I mean, that's just like a lawyer's decision, I guess, how they want to write their argument.
Marty Singer. Oh wait, he doesn't represent the people suing.
He's Team Ethan, Marty Singer. In the plaintiff's lawsuit, their legal team claimed Lizzo invited yada yada. She invited them to learn. It was a nude cabaret. Davis, William, and Rodriguez attorney claims in a statement to People that they stand by every claim, yada yada.
Yeah, they basically
That's it.
said
The only update is this stupid photo that she tried to release.
Isn't the update that she is counter-suing them?
Yeah, she's countersuing them.
For what?
And they were like her attorney was like, look at these photos. This shows they were having a good time. And then the attorneys for the plaintiffs are saying that this doesn't prove anything. This is just, they were afraid to lose their jobs, which is what we were alleging from the beginning.
I don't know. I feel like in general, we're infantiling people too much. Like, to a certain degree, it's like, maybe you're a little uncomfy. It's a fucking adult professional dance place. I mean, we're treating them like babies. They're acting like babies in that
I think
case.
the focus is the other stuff that are more problematic, not that.
Was included as one of the main things. Whatever.
I have, if you want to open, I sent it on Instagram, a link. And I think if we need anything to prove that Lizzo is guilty, you guys should watch that video.
Which one?
Do you have it? And it's in WhatsApp.
What is it?
Well, I'm waiting to know if you guys have it.
Did you just send it?
No, earlier today.
It's this Alex Mayo one?
Which one is it? This one? Oh yeah, Alex Mayo one.
This.
So
All right, pull it up.
Here, I have it on the screen.
So what do we think
so
about this?
scroll
one?
over to the video.
Oh wait, hold on. Which one is it? There we go. Scroll over to the video. Whoop.
So
This
this
one?
was outside the Met Gala. Do you guys recognize somebody at the front? That's
Taylor.
our girl Taylor. She was there doing makeup for God, why am I forgetting his name now? I'm blanking out, but she was there working, doing makeup.
Oh
and
wow.
Lizzo and her bodyguard just came and pushed her over.
Wait, what?
Yo.
Crazy video.
And
Hell
and
no.
like
What?
Taylor wasn't like a fan there. She was one of the people working there, you know?
It looks like she's trying to get out of there, and it's all crazy. Yo, what the fuck? I think we need to sue Lizzo for that. Emotional distress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Early. Don't bop my girl around like that.
She's not even facing her.
Straight
Doesn't care.
traumatized, dude.
Yep.
Her bodyguard bumped shoulders with me, and I literally can't sleep anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I have nightmares.
Yes.
But she's threatening to countersue, I guess. So that's the Lizzo stuff. I don't know.
Threatening to countersue is kind of
It doesn't really mean much.
not, but I mean, that would not be a good move on her part, I feel like.
It depends on the evidence. If their evidence is this one picture of them smiling, that's really dumb. Really dumb. You know. Okay. If Lizzo was a male singer, he'd never be able to hire a female dancer again? I disagree. We were just talking about the one cabaret thing.
But talk about the other stuff, not the
I agree.
collaboration.
Well, I agree the other stuff is bad. There's only two things.
Well, why you
So
can't
that's why
separate
you're
them?
saying that.
Ethan, you are being too hurt. You're being very hurtful. Listen. Am I? Come on. Ethan being a little rude.
Stop looking at the chat. Turn it off.
It's like going to.
Yeah, but it's forced. Kind of.
We're just the conversation's
Virtually
going in
forced.
circles now. Yeah,
It's virtually
You said your
forced.
piece. Let's.
How
move
is
on.
it forced?
Virtually forced because they think that it might negatively impact their job if they don't go. AKA,
It's
in
like-
my opinion, it's kind of forced.
So if she took them to a Broadway show and there was and these are adults, they go to a Broadway show and then one of the actresses has a nude scene. Are we going to say it's traumatic and that I felt forced to be there? Because that's essentially the same thing. It's a professional production, a reputable production.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not the arbiter of where the line is. Somewhere there's a line. I think it should be. I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Listen, if you guys are getting offended, that's not. I'm just trying to have a conversation. If this offends you, then I apologize. But it shouldn't really. In my opinion, I'm just discussing something. You know what I mean? But okay. There it is.
Shut up.
For those of you guys who found the vlog to be offensive, I'm sorry you did. For those
Thank
of you
you.
who didn't find it to be offensive, I'm
Thank
sorry
you.
they did.
Thank you. Guys, we need to be able to have tough conversations.
Taboo
Like-
topics.
These are taboo topics.
Yeah.
Exactly. Abby and Preach wish they could have high level taboo topics. All right, so that's Lizzo.
What happened should have happened. What should have happened happened, and it is what it is.